So anyway, I've had to go into, yeah, the school dances and the pet rallies. They were so fun. I thought that was like the lit thing ever, like the best thing ever. Pet rallies and the school dances. OMG, like I used to love it. I used to have so much fun. And even though I was shy, like even when you shy, that stuff can be so much fun. Like, first of all, you're out of class. And secondly, you like enjoying yourself. Okay. Pet rallies, you got the band performing or whatever. Depending on which school we talking about. Cause my high school had a pretty big band. You know, like the first high school I went to had a big band. But at like middle school, so like we had a band perform, and then the little majorettes would come out, and or whatever, they get out there and perform, and the cheerleaders and stuff. That was nice. The pep rallies were fun. They were fire. Like, um, but those school dances though. Okay, I don't know why I used to get so prepared for these school dances. Mind you, I was shy. Okay, I'm shy. I'm getting ready for the school dance, but I'm shy. Okay. What I was gonna do at the school dance that was gonna be different than the last school dance, I don't know. Because most of the time, I wanted, like, I will there be into myself kind of vibing to the music, but mind you, I'm shy. I'm like, I didn't really talk to a whole lot of people. I was shy. And I'll be at the concession stand. That's why I'll be at the concession stand or standing like by myself, or if I had some friends at that point with them or something like that. But like eighth grade was fun for me because I had my friend. I had my one friend. He was like my best friend. So I used to be like, okay, and we used to make this plan like, okay, this is time. This is our time. It's gonna be different this time. Like it was. She was shy too, but she was a little bit more out there. Like, okay, so I was chubby, right? I was chubby. I was not skinny at all, but like I was kind of curvy too. I was chubby, but curvy at the same time. But I still, it's a school girl, so of course, whatever. So, and my friend, she was slender. She was like real, real slim or whatever. So she used to complain about being slender, and I used to complain about being chubby. So we was the best of friends. That was my home girl. That was my girl. So, but zero boyfriends. Like we, neither one of us did not date in middle school. I think high school. I think I had a boy write me a note in high school and stuff. And I maybe one or two boys, maybe three. I don't know. I had somebody tell me that they liked me before, but it never developed into a relationship or nothing like that. Like does not mean coat. Like does not mean that we together. Like does not mean that, they just said they like me. So I was like, oh my goodness. And then nothing come from it. Like nothing come from it. But anyway, I had my school crushes though. Oh, I had some crushes. But they had reasons that I had crushes though. My crushes were not just based on physical. Even as a young girl, that was not just based on the physical appearance. Oh no. It had to be much more than just the physical. For me, when I used to have my school crushes, they were like nice. Is it not working? Is the chat not working? I don't know. But my school crushes had to be more than that. Like They was so nice. I was like, oh, he nice. He was nice to me. Like, he was like, I was like, I need a pencil, and they either gave me the pencil, something I needed, or they like, here you go, or hold the door for me, or something. Like, I paid attention to everything. I'm very detailed when it comes to the person that I like in the little small things that cause me to like them. I was like, oh my god. And the way they say my name, and then they just pay me attention. Like I, I want the typical. I didn't like. I'm not gonna say I might. I really like the ones that everybody is like. Sometimes every now and then I might, because they were nice to me or something, or we had to have some type of interaction in order for me to like you. Cause I ain't just like oh my god, he's so, I can't say you cute and not like you like that. And the person I had a crush on had to be like nice, and I didn't talk to him, and I was like, oh my god, he seemed like a sweetheart. And I had to see that it might be a possibility. Oh my god, I was a dreamer. It's giving definitely a dreamer. I thought about it. It happened. It's possible. He might like me back. Baby, that was me. That was me. Middle school, high school. Oh my god. I had crushes, well, at my first school. The second school I went to, the first high school I went to, I had my crushes, baby. And I had my little best friend there too. She was my bestie. Oh my god. Whoo, I had the best 8th and 9th grade year period because of my best friend. Go best friend. At that point in time, she was like my homegirl, for real, for real. And we had big dreams. We had dreams. That was my girl. Oh my god. So we actually, this one, I'll never forget, is this one dance. We showed out at this one dance. I felt like we we did our thing. Okay, so it was a school dance. And we actually get out there and we dance. And we dance with somebody. Oh my goodness, us. Like, that was my first time ever dancing, like, with somebody. Yes, me and my homegirl, we were so excited. It was like, girl, guess what? Yeah, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Excuse me. Oh my god. So, we were so girly, but that was so amazing. Okay? For us. Like I said, I was shy. And I wouldn't, I couldn't even talk to boys on the phone. My mama was tripping. And I had my mom, my brothers, and stuff like that. And then I had all them boy cousins that were like brothers. So I was not talking to boys on the phone. So that was a no-go. So I ain't talking to boys until later on in life. Ooh. Except for the chat line. I had a friend girl introduced the chat line into my life. Oh my god. I ain't meet nobody on the chat line, but I definitely say the chat line allowed me contact with boys, okay? Something that I would have never had it not been for one girl that I was friends with. Oh my god. So she had me on 3-way with it. So with her having me on a 3-way with it, I got a chance to talk to boys on the phone, and we got a chance to come up with these names or whatever. And then I had this other homegirl that I started getting on there with. Oh my god, we used to be up there singing on it. I bet I haven't talked to her in years, but I bet she'll still remember this. We used to have these names. What she came up with, it was like, you remember there was this song called Jay-Z had this song, Hey Poppy. Yeah, so we this is our like opening. This is like, it's just like, we was like, Hey Poppy. Yeah, this Javanesia. Yeah, this Javanesia. Hey, Poppy. Hit us on that 2 or 3. Tell us what the business be. Baby, you couldn't tell us we weren't doing that thing at that point. So, baby, we... Hey, Poppy. Girl, I don't know. Where she's like, we had to make them rhyme. We had to make the names rhyme. She came up with Javanesia, and she was like, "Ooh, you could be Tavanesia." And I'm like, yeah, let's do it." And then she said, "Let's come up with a like." Ah, we ain't have no business on this chat line, but we was on the chat line. I never forget, and the thing was, it was other kids from around my age that was on this chat line. They were, because like you would go into some of the little chat things because it was on the phone. So you press a certain button, it's like this, like chat room. So, but it's like kids out there hollering and checking or like pressing buttons and stuff. It was crazy. It was like we ain't really like getting on there because it was a mess. Hey, apple dumpling, sugar plum, honey dip. Hey, honey dip. Yes. Hey, Mr. Art of Mine. I'm her talking about my school days. Oh my God, because I was like, first I'm talking about this morning, parents, when you let your daughters stuff off to school and stuff like that, be careful with that because, man, I had some times, some days, or whatever. But anyway, on this live, I was just talking about my school days and stuff like that. Not being able to talk to boys on the phone. That chat line, how it came through in the clutch. I couldn't talk to boys on the phone, but we sure had that chat line. My homegirl had hit me up and had me on the little chat line. And even then, I was shy. Like, okay, these people can't see you. Because, mind you, it's a phone chat line. So, and I ain't give out none of my information. My mama had me well trained with that. You don't give out no information. Like, even though she didn't know I was on it. Like, you don't tell strangers your information. So, yeah, but it's allowed me the opportunity to talk to a boy on the phone. And I had never talked to a boy really on the phone, so like that's what the chat line was for. Did Ooh, oh my God, I ain't know what to say. He out there talking to me, and then of course, when you're on the chat line, you supposed to describe yourself. Being true or false, you describing yourself to this person of what you look like. And I think after that, like, I didn't know what else to say when I was on. You in Dallas now? You gonna make me tell my age? This might have been like, I want to say it's late 90s, very very late 90s, almost 2000s. I was like a teen at the time. I think I wasn't even like. I think I was in. If I were, I don't even know if I was in. I think I. Thank you. I want to say it might have been early 2000s then, because I think I was in middle school. How old am I? I aged the good Lord bless me to see. So, so early 2000s, I was like probably middle school or something. You look young. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's, thank you. Give it to God. Give it on to God. So, getting on there and coming up with who we were, and they out there, describe yourself or whatnot. I'm like, and then I ain't have nothing else to talk about. Like, what else I'm gonna talk to you about? You couldn't talk, like, all we could talk about was music, a TV show, sort of stuff that I'm talking about now on my live because I couldn't talk about nothing else. I ain't know nothing about nothing else. And if you start talking too mature to me, I'm gonna hit the little button. I want one of those. I'm like, oh my god. Plus, with grown kids, look at. I only have one. I'm say with grown kids looking 30, looking 20. I have a 13-year-old. She's not grown yet. I got one that is, but one that's 13. I said they ain't vote, girl. But when it happens, now I'm gonna be an empty nest. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do with my time or me. Like, for real, for real. But I appreciate the compliment, y'all. Thank y'all so very much. I hope that y'all say that if y'all see me in person. Hopefully I look decent. Look decent. But back to this chat line. Baby. I talked about music, but it was this one boy. I never forget his name was Richard. I remember him. And me and him, we used to talk. We talked from the time. Okay. Now, I didn't never give nobody. That's the only person I think that got my phone number before. And that's because we decided to be honest with each other. That's because we was on the phone with each other, and I think either his mama also picked up the phone or and then I know mine did. So we wound up telling each other the truth. I think I was 14. No, he was. I think I was. Ooh, by the time we found out how old we were, ooh, I don't know how old we were. I want to say 14. He was 14. We were kids. All I know, we were kids or whatnot. And because, like I said, Chatline didn't happen until I was like middle school. I want to say it was middle school. I don't know. It's kind of a blur. I want to put it around that time. I think I was older than I know it was after. I know it had to be like when I got on Chatline. I had to be the 12, 13 when my friend introduced it to me, and then like for a couple of years I still did the Chatline every now and then with my other friend, because the Chatline was fun, because that's the only way I could talk to boys on the phone. But I didn't really do it all the time because my mom was real strict, so whenever I could sneak on the phone to do it. So anyway, we were talking, we both were like honest with each other and told each other our age. So then we exchanged numbers, and we would be on the phone for hours with each other, like literally on the phone for hours. But we didn't date. Like, he was like my friend, like a boy that I could talk to. But he didn't even live in my my city or whatever. Like, where he said he stayed at and where I stayed at were nowhere close. And then he wound up sending me a picture of himself, and because I think it was like we stayed in contact so long till I was at to graduate. Like, I was graduating or whatever. I think I had already went to my prom and everything. We were still kind of like in contact or whatever. We weren't on Chatline no more. We were not on Chatline no more. I think I started doing Chatline when I was like 15, maybe. So anyway, we stayed in contact with each other though. That was the only person we never physically met in person or anything like that. We kind of, like, that's the only person I ever mailed the letter to. I think we mailed the letter. He mailed the picture of himself. I mailed the picture of myself. And we kind of like stayed in contact. I mailed him a picture of like my prom picture or something one night, and he mailed me one of his football, because he played football, and this is the thing, he used to always talk about football and how excited he was to play football and stuff. And I was like, yeah, back then I used to watch football on TV because I had brothers and stuff like that. I had brothers, my boy cousin, and my dad. So of course I grew up watching football. So he used to talk to me about like the thrill of hitting somebody, because he was on the defensive end. So I think he was defensive. defensive end or something. I don't know what position. I can't remember what position he actually played. But he was like, but he was really good at what he did, and I think he was like 6'3", 6'4", something like that. Cause he was tall and he was like, um, husky or whatnot. But he was like, it was exciting, and then they continued on being my friend up until I wound up getting married. I got married, and he was still my friend, but then I don't know what happened because he wound up going to college. And somewhere in between him going to college and me getting married, we lost contact. So, but yeah, that was my homeboy for a long time after the chat line. That was the only person, but I never met him in person. Because I mean, and that's crazy. We got grown, but we never met each other. But that was the only person that got my number off the chat line. But that's because we had to be honest with each other because our mamas kept picking up the darn phone. like, this is back when you had landline phones, right? The landlines to tell it all. So my mama pick up the landline and she just start pressing buttons, baby. Ain't nothing more embarrassing than your mama picking up the phone and start pressing buttons and she go, hello, hello. So I had to tell him, I said, look, if my mama pick up the phone, hang up the phone. But she eventually wanted us to him though, because I think once we were about 16, something like that, 16, 17, something like that, he was like my friend. So I wound up, letting her talk to him first, like on the phone. Like I said, I never met him in person. So I was like, Mama, I want you to speak to my friend. And I let her meet my friend. Of course, she had a million and one questions or whatever, who his people were, and wanted to talk to his parents and all that stuff. So it was like that. But she allowed me to talk to him later on. But that was the only boy that I could talk to. Like after how long, he was the only boy that I could talk to on the phone because my mama warmed up to the idea because we couldn't meet each other. Like she was okay with me talking to him because I couldn't meet him, and he was like a year younger than me. I want to say he was a year younger than me, and she was alright with that. With that, and we talked. He was so excited. I never forget him being how excited he was about going to play football in college and stuff like that. And I hope that he got a chance to really follow his dream because his freshman year was a little rough. Like I remember, cause I want to get married around somewhere around his freshman year, and his freshman year in college, it was kind of rough because starting on the football team or whatever, because I think he got a scholarship. I want to say he got a scholarship for football, and he was just saying how rough it was or whatever. But I hope he can continue to follow his dreams and stuff like that. And maybe, who knows, years and years and years later, we might actually get back in contact and be able to say, it's good to see you or whatever. But it's been so many years or whatever. He probably don't even remember me. Maybe not even remember me, but I remember him though. That was somebody special from my past, like that I can literally say, that stand out. What's up, Larvis? He's probably watching. I don't know. Like, man, you don't realize how many years ago this was. I don't know what happened to that young man. I hope he alright though. Because there's certain people from your past you always hold on to. But that was the first boy that my mama was okay with me talking to. And everybody else I met once I got grown, mostly. Either they were the only boys that I can I can't say I didn't never come in contact with boys, right? Because of course I can't come in contact with boys because me and my brothers are a year apart. I had one brother that's older than me and one brother that's younger than me, and they had friends. Okay, now I might not have had a whole lot of friends. I had a couple friend girls back in the day when I was younger in school, but my brothers had friends. Mind you, my oldest brother, he used to He was kind of out there. I just say that much. He was out there. And then we had my younger brother. He played basketball and he ran track. So my brother had friends. So, and my dad used to he bought him a basketball goal, so they used to hoop around the house, right? That's my brother pull out his basketball goal and they used to go in the front of the house and they're hooping stuff. So of course he had friends, and I used to go outside and watch my brother play basketball in front of the house and be cheering and stuff like that, and sit there because my dad would be out there, my dad, my brothers and stuff like that. So I got familiar with the guys because I was outside. I sit on a little green box and sit there and watch them play basketball. I got down, and mind you, I might not play basketball, but I knew about basketball because I used to watch basketball. Like my brothers, like I told you, I got boy brothers and boy cousins and my daddy. So a lot of times I watched whatever was on TV at that point. Be it basketball or football, I ain't had no choice. I can tell you what happened. I can tell you if he hit a 3 or a 2-pointer or whatever. I can tell you, like I can tell you about sports because I actually watched them. Okay, back then. So anyway, I got a chance to talk to boys because they be out there and they be waiting for their turn. So, because, of course, like I said, they be like, I got down. And mind you, like, when we moved over there, like, folks used to just be, like, in crowds, and, like, just sitting there and be, like, waiting on their turn. Because where we lived, it was, like, enough space to play. I don't know. Anyway, they was like Saturday mornings used to be, hey Cornelius, Saturday mornings used to be lit. They used to pull out that go. My daddy, like I said, my daddy would be out there with my brother. So it was a grown person out there. And it was, they folks respected my daddy because everybody called my daddy Pops. So everybody around the neighborhood was like, Pops, all right, Pops. He was like, hey, this, that, and the third. So a lot of them, like, they were respectful. And my dad would invite folks from his job. My brother would invite folks from the school. Then my cousin stayed around the way, so he used to come over there too. Then my brother had his little best friend. They used to be around there. So, like, it was a lot of people. And, my brother, other friends that had their cousins and stuff like that. So, it used to be a lot of people who used to come out there. And plus, the people that stayed around the neighborhood. And they be up there. Now, it was funny. Now, ain't nothing funnier than seeing folks play like basketball, like street ball. Ain't nothing funnier than it because they talking mess the whole time. You want to hear the most mess talking? Go watch them play street ball, man. Especially if they lose. Oh man, I'm telling you, they talking about everybody on the team. Everybody. That man trash. That's some hot garbage. That man, like, he got all that hype for no reason. Oh my gosh. Bro, friendships almost broke up because of a basketball game. Basketball games be intense, baby. You cannot talk all that mess and then not bag it up. And you picking your people, right? You're like, him. He's like, let me run with you. That's what they used to say. Let me run with you. Man, alright, I'm gonna let you run with me. And then you be the one to mess up, bruh. And mind you, it ain't no, oh, what about their feelings? Forget your feelings. Like, and you gotta have thick skin to come out there and play basketball, street ball, because forget your feelings. What your feelings supposed to mean? You put your feelings in your back pocket. If you don't know how to play, this just like playing spades, baby. If you don't know how to play, don't do it. I advised against it strongly. But it used to be so funny, but it used to be so much fun. And then they get out there and they get real close, so they want to run again or whatever. It'd be cool. And then, like I said, a lot of time my dad would be out there, and he kind of almost like a referee, so it wouldn't be like, it wouldn't get too out of hand. So it was always really, really cool with everybody because, like I said, everybody got jokes. Everybody checking the whole time they out there and they playing. And I mean, now that I think about it, they had to be in great shape because they, like I said, my mama have, my brother do. We be cleaning up, and then they have to do yard work, my daddy and stuff like that. After all that's done, they hooping. They hooping. My dad had already planned it. My dad was already planning it. My dad and my brother already been to talked about it beforehand. My mama looking like, what's all these people? My dad be acting like he don't know. What? I don't know. He already pre-planned. He already planned that they was gonna be hooping today. You know. So, but yeah, it used to be so much fun. Like I said, growing up with brothers was cool. I ain't gonna lie. Even though I was the only girl, I got a chance to see a lot of cool stuff happen. But basketball was one of those things. And cause football, I guess when we lived in the apartments, it was kind of fun. I didn't really get a chance to participate in the football thing as much because we lived upstairs, and they used to be down there. And I had this friend girl, like she was like we favored each other and everything like that. So this was my homegirl. It's like my only friend around the apartments, and but she could play football with the guys, but my brothers wouldn't let me play. They would not let me play. So I didn't get a chance to participate in it. So I didn't enjoy football as much as I did when they started playing basketball. Now I couldn't play basketball per se, but I could sit in the green box and I was so close to it, and it felt like I was a part of it. You know, almost. I felt like I was like I helped or something. I don't know. It really did. And I'd be out there for hours, and I'd like, let alone eye candy. Gotta always, even though I couldn't say it out loud because of course not my brothers don't. I couldn't say that out loud. I'm looking at the guys coming back. I'm like, oh my god. They was like, I got down. I was like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I invite my homegirl over, but I be so into the game, it became more about being into the game than actually looking at boys at that point. Like, I be involved. I feel, man, he is some trash. Like, at this point, he's some trash. How you missed that? Like, I'm like, wait, no, how you missed that? You right next to the goal. Wasn't nobody on you. Man, my fingers still, how, bruh? How? Like, I was with them on this. So, but that was definitely fun for me. But anyway, enough of my stories. I know it's time for me to go to work. We'll share a few more stories later, but cause I got a lot, a lot I can share. But we'll do that at a later date. All right, y'all. Let me go ahead so I can go to work so I won't be late because I gotta change. I got on Crocs right now, so that means I need to go change my shoes. Right? Let me go change my shoes and put on my All right, Larvis. All right, Mr. Armand and Cornelius and all y'all. See y'all later, Glenn. Everybody. I'm gonna change my shoes so I can go to work so I can make a few dollars and pay these bills. Yeah.